Hello legends, welcome back. How are we all doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. We have made our way to a place called Point Lonsdale. I've been here before. I don't think I've filmed a video here though. No, I haven't filmed a video here. We're currently walking along the beach. So the sun is on its way down. We're hoping that we can sort of get a vantage point. I don't know if it's gonna work. I might be risking it all here. So today is actually meant to be a blood moon. So I'm hoping, with all my years of experience planning this exact thing, which is never, I have not planned this for months, I have not worked this out. I literally found out about blood moon possibility this morning and I was like, I should get out and do that. But then I procrastinated because I was like, oh, it's gonna be cloudy. And so then I was like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll leave it until basically 45 minutes before sort of the sun gets to going down, and then I'll leave and drive 40 minutes, which is what we've driven. We've driven about 40 minutes to get here. And I had a little look on photo pills and sun's going down. From what I'm hoping, now I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get the lighthouse in a shot with the blood moon. So that is what we're hoping. It's a big gamble. Honestly, it is a big gamble. But from what I understand, I get about an hour's window of where I can do this. So I do have a chance, but at the same time, yeah, I'm not sure. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not really worried at the moment too much about sort of taking, I guess, photos. I've got my 150 to 600 mil lens with me, so I can get that sort of compression onto the moon. So at the moment, I'm not sure exactly how far back I need to be or where I need to be. So I've got photo pills, basically is telling me that it's possible. But I've never really used photo pills, so, and as I said, I haven't really planned this at all. So bear with me, and I'll be back with you in a minute anyway. We're just waiting at the moment. The sunset's really nice though. There's a little bit of cloud sort of in the distance, but I'm not too worried at the moment. I'm just really enjoying the sun setting, so, and it's absolutely beautiful. So try and take a few shots just of seagulls, because you know that's really all that's on the beach at the moment. And I hardly ever had this lens on, so yeah, we're just having a look and just watching the sun go down, and then we'll think about possibly getting an actual shot because the light in this direction where the actual lighthouse is, like, it's nice, but it's not amazing. The light over in the direction behind me is rather nice, but yeah, the light this way is it's okay, but it's not amazing. So yeah, we're just gonna wait at the moment. The sun's nearly going down, but yeah, it's beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful down here. Like, really nice. It's honestly one of my favorite spots, Point Lonsdale. If you're ever in Victoria, you should definitely come here. Yeah, I'm a bit curious to see what happens here. I kind of feel like maybe like the vision I have in my head isn't actually feasible. Like, I'm looking at sort of 600 and I'm thinking maybe I might even be able to get away with shooting it with not 600 mil. I do want to get shot just of the moon though, so, but I'm not sure if I need to like head way further down the beach, but like that would be a long way. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I feel like what I've got in my head shot wise and what is actually here I may not be able to get. Yeah. I also had a thought about like composite. I know some people do that. I don't know. I don't know how people like how people feel about that. Like if I take a photo at 600 mil to get that nice compression and nice big moon, is it then wrong to go and take that photo and stick it in with a photo of something else that I've taken on the exact same night in the exact same location, just with a wider sort of focal length? Yeah, I don't know. How do people feel about that? Like, how do you all feel about that? Like, is that something that you would do, wouldn't do? Yeah, I'm curious. Let me know in the comments how you feel about compositing things at any time, really, but mostly like in a situation like this where you want like a nice big moon in a scene, and obviously to get that scene you have to shoot wider. Yeah, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about compositing in general? Curious, very curious about that. So what I'm doing is there is a really nice, like really nice sort of pink glow in the sky. So I'm just going to try and find a composition at the moment. There's footprints everywhere, which is kind of gross. And I also don't want to get wet feet. I need to look into boots or something that keep my feet dry, because every time I shoot, every single time, without fail, I end up getting wet feet. And honestly, the water down here is cold. So I need to look into that. So I'm going to try and find a composition and yeah, see if we can't get like a nice sort of wide shot at least of the lighthouse with this beautiful pink light. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that. So I do have a little bit of a composition here. I might take my hat off actually, my head's getting a bit sweaty. There is a really nice pink glow. I am thinking panorama here, so I'm going to shoot with that in mind. I don't have a lot of the water in it. I really don't feel like getting wet feet. What can I say? So as you can see, this is sort of the composition, but the way that I sort of am looking at my panorama is like I'm sort of covering, I guess, like that and a bit of the sky and going with it that way. So that's what I've sort of got in my head. Obviously, I don't have anything fancy enough to set that all up in the camera, so I have to do it in post, and I don't have a good enough sort of pano head or anything like that, so yeah. But so that's what we're sort of looking at, and honestly, look, it's a nice scene. We're sort of at a second. I'm just hoping as it gets a little bit darker, we're going to shoot a little bit longer and get something a bit nicer as far as the sort of colours go. I do have some cheap NDs that I might chuck on. They're just cheap ones. They do give a little bit of a colour cast though, and I do have a feeling that they do impact the image quality. So they're not from, I've used Maven filters with the infrared. They're not from Maven filters though, with my NDs and everything yet. It is a plan though at this point that I will be getting those in the future though. I think I might have miscalculated here. I don't know. I'm not very good at reading photo pills. I never know if it's like precise and looking like, when I looked, it looked like it was like going to be where it was. I'm now looking and I'm thinking I've completely misread it, which is okay. Like where I am, I can still go and get a shot of the moon and everything like that. The problem I'm having, it's not going to come up behind like where the lighthouse is. I'm not going to be able to see it, if that makes sense. So what I'm thinking, I think I'm going to move. I'm just going to take another shot here of this. I think I'm going to move and go get myself in a position up there and just wait it out, basically, and see if we can't sort of work something out up there. I still want to get a shot of the moon. There's still a little bit of cloud, but there's not a lot, so I think I have miscalculated, which kind of sucks. Yeah. But that being said, the light, you can see it, probably see it on my face. It is like, it's stunning down here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so my only concern that I have with shifting is that there's probably going to be a lot more people up there, which means obviously, if you watched last week's video, you know I'm going to have to get out of my comfort zone and film. Yeah, with people around. So, this is, look, it's a thing, isn't it? It's a thing. Yeah. Bear with me. Let's see what happens. We're either going to be up there and we're talking, or I'm just going to put a picture up of the moon now. Oh, gee. Well, that wasn't very fun. I didn't fall bad, but I did just trip a little bit. So, hold up a second. Yeah, so my calculations were 100% wrong. Where the moon is nowhere near where I thought it was going to be. So that's a fail. So there we go, the moon. As you can see, there's the moon, and there's a lighthouse. Still waiting. Not looking there's no, look, the moon's there. But there's also clouds. Lots of clouds. Alright, so I'm back in the car. It was a total bust. Basically, right as it was about to get to the point where it was going to start eclipsing and everything was like going to actually, happen, the clouds rolled in. Literally, yeah, basically as soon as that happened, that was the end of it and it was all over. I stayed for the entire time, for an hour waiting, and didn't get a break. So that's photography sometimes, that's just, look, that is what happens sometimes. And sometimes we get out and we don't get the shots, but for someone like me, getting out means that I've had the chance to just be out of the house and do something that I absolutely love, that I'm passionate about, that I really just enjoy, and it's great for my mind, it's great for my mental health. And if I stayed home, I'd sit there wondering, am I going to get a shot? Would have I gotten a shot if I went out? I didn't get a shot. And all of the, all the things that you just think about. So I'm happy I came out, even though I didn't get a shot of the actual eclipse. I did get some shots leading up, hopefully. So if I did get any of those, I will have either shared them before now, or I'll share them at the end here. But look, I just want to say thank you everybody that has supported the channel so far and has watched some videos. It means a lot. Look, I don't do this for views or anything like that. I'm just purely doing this for myself and enjoying myself. So, and also for the fact that by putting the pressure on myself to go out and film a video, it forces me to get out of the house. Like I can't just go, oh, you know, I won't worry about it, because it makes me actually go, no, I need to get out of the house. I need to go film a video so I can post one this week. So yeah, I've got to work on another side of that so that I'm not putting too much pressure on myself, but it is making me get out and shoot. And let's be real, if you can get out and shoot, it's great. So yeah, I appreciate though everyone who's commenting and is taking the time to view them. So look, that's pretty cool. Thanks for taking the time out of your lives to look at what I'm doing in my life. So yeah, if you are enjoying things, look, thank you very much. If you can like the video, you know, it helps with the algorithms and all of that sort of stuff. I don't really like asking, but thank you. And also if you do subscribe, thank you very much as well. Until next time, I hope everyone has a great week and look after yourself, and I'll chat to you soon. Take it easy, legends. See ya.